Yeah.
Are we rolling?
Yes, you're off mute.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
let's get started. So, I'll go ahead and call the blasting advisory. No, right?
I'm gonna double check. I
Yeah.
already went by there.
Yeah, I also mentioned it to the lady. And in case you see anybody wondering out there to send them back.
Yeah.
This is your cultural affairs and I guess 25th anniversary both, right?
Am I here? I don't think the.
I think you are here.
You're not on the top in the roll call, but in the bottom portion. Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Unless you got, let me see.
Which one do I have?
Here,
I printed
hold
this one and I don't know.
At the bottom, or here, A.
Right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I printed
Alright.
everyone, so, okay.
And education advisory, no, right? And elderly affairs,
Yes, third.
economic development is not here.
It's on like.
He's online.
He's online.
Yeah, I'm over here, guys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn on
Good.
the video's disabled, but I'm here. I'm just folded.
That's why you never look better.
Do we have a way of raising that volume, I guess, right, with this?
There
Is it max?
he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Speak again, Matt.
Oh.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You gotta take him off. We gotta take him off.
You're muted.
I'm unmuted. There we go. Now I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Mr. Peterman. See you at
I'm here folding. I'm here.
Already give you my back.
See you at the gym after this. Get the microphone away from him. You're on the record. That doesn't really.
All right, you can mute yourself again.
Doesn't really.
Mental health task force, neighborhood improvement, nobody here, public safety here.
Then there was from the committee. I can report on.
You can? Okay.
Okay.
Public safety is here, so Sports Hall of Fame, special needs advisory. No. Veterans, yes, youth activities, no. All right, order of business, anybody have any additions or any deferrals or changes to the agenda?
Fifth anniversary, but it's already.
Yeah, it's on there, yeah. All right, so we'll adopt the agenda as printed here. Anybody that's not a member of a committee that wants to make public comments? No, everybody's committee member. So we don't have any other items other than our committee reports, so we'll get right into it. Felicia, if you want to start with the 25th anniversary?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very excited that finally we're getting things going again, because I was really stressed out. But we're moving along. We have to make some adjustments to the timeline and the activities that we proposed originally. But thank God for this gentleman here who has been instrumental in making this possible. We're still set for December 6th from 4 to 8. The park. I'm still trying to coordinate the food trucks and the booth. I know there's a limit to the number, but people keep calling.
December 4th, right?
December 6th.
Oh, 6.
Six.
Yeah.
December 6th. And I'm trying to coordinate that portion of it. Is the one that I don't have full information, but other than that, we're having new activities. We're getting you wanna touch on the.
Well, I mean, we got some, thankfully they have a great committee, with Bill and Shadow and everybody else participating. I'm just here helping as Felicia's sidekick. I'm just
Very same, think of the same idea.
yeah, so we are, just think of me as the new boy of the committee, like I was, yes, for the Veterans Committee, but yeah, some good ideas that are coming up for next meeting, which is tomorrow, the 25th anniversary is meeting.
Right here.
Here, and hopefully we can get the support of some other members with some ideas that Felicia and I have. And we're happy to report we've raised $3,000. I think got that a little over 2 weeks.
Also, by yourself, we already had.
Well, sure, you have-
What is the total so far?
You had
I
another,
have to pull it up.
you had 2 for 200 and then 1 for 1,500, I think.
Yeah, so we had 3,500, and then we have the Graham 2,500, and plus the booths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that number still don't have.
Around 5 now.
And since we're not doing the parade, the golf cart, logically, it was. I mean, there's so many people doing golf carts that we said we're gonna have golf cart fatigue. We had the Halloween, the veterans, another doing it for Christmas and ours. I said, no, let's keep it simple. So we're gonna have 3 or 4, maybe to transport the dignitaries. I don't know how many are gonna reserve or come. And then just, you know, do like a little thing at the beginning with them, and then basically kick off at 4. So everything is coming along. Tomorrow we'll, you know, figure out more stuff. But I'm happy, finally.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing with the golf carts was that, you know, and I know that there was support for that, but really the golf carts were really for just transportation. Because they were going from Town Hall to Veterans Park, and the party's at Veterans Park. So you're paying for all these costs to have, you know, MDSO involved.
To escort them around.
To escort them through Main Street and, you know, cross over through 154, and really, what's the purpose? You know, they're just literally driving from one side of town to the next.
Yeah, but we're not going through. the
No, Will
neighborhoods
and I
like we
from the
normally-
get-go said that was a bad idea.
Right. And
Not bad, it was, you
No,
know,
it was bad.
logically, you were worried about safety, and safety I wasn't
Safety
concerned about.
and the commotion and the
No,
people,
no,
yeah. The
Yeah.
parking, everything
The
was,
parking was the problem though, because we assigned them a parking, they didn't like that one, they wanted to park in the parkers and. Do it like that, so, yeah.
So, yeah, so, you know, part of the, again, some of the things, and by all means, you know, this is why we have this meeting, you know, so any ideas that you all as Miami Lakers have for this committee, please bring them forward so we can implement them. You know, like one of the ones that I'll be presenting tomorrow through Felicia, since I'm not a member, is a petting zoo, you know, and the petting zoo is really part of really insinuating cows. Right, for Miami Lakes. So, you know, so it would be a great idea to have cows and a good photo opportunity for our residents to take a photo of cows and feed the
Cows
cows.
or calves?
Well, one of them is a cow.
Cow,
Yeah. So, and this, and I can tell you this much that, you know,
we're gonna kill the baby cat, you saw
Cool.
that?
and then we
Yeah.
have a Scottish cow.
Scottish cow.
That's so cute.
Right,
Scottish
so,
cow.
I mean, so,
you go.
yeah, and then, you know, the other idea is too, that I do think will be a great idea. Again, subject to committee approval, is to have a video, you know, a video of, you know, our 25 years. You know, town manager Peterman was a big part of it, and he was sitting on that board that established us, right? So, I thought it would be a great idea to have, you know, some sort of a videos for our members. So that's something else that we'll bring tomorrow for the 25th anniversary, but more importantly, I think what the committee needs is the support of everybody when it comes to marketing the events, you know? Reaching out to friends, posting on Instagram, tagging folks that have big followings, to get the feeling out there. I mean, I think that, you know, our biggest event just passed, the Veterans Committee. I think the next large event that we have is the Reindeer Run, which is after the 25th anniversary. So just making sure that we get the word out.
Yeah, finally, I'd like to add that I started drafting the timeline that we can use. Because most of this, the timeline is already in the website, but when you go to our website, you have to go to a link for the Graham, and then you have the history of, and this, most of it is till 2000. So I created something to, and I have some information. I've been in touch with Wayne Slayton. He's coming back, I think, on the 6th. He was out of town. Unfortunately, I wanted him in the parade. He wasn't in town, but he has a lot of information, you know, from incorporation meetings and whatever. So hopefully he'll give us more insight on.
You have a lot of information. You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I even found the initial minutes of the first meeting. Here it is. I already gave it to Gina and Claricel.
Of the incorporation or the charter?
No, the initial council meeting.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of information on our website that people don't read. But then I saw it, I said, oh my God, initial town council meeting, February 28, 2001. So this is history, you know, this is. That was there, so. There was a good guy used to say, and you were there, so I'm excited. I think one thing that aside, you know, like when I get to my cultural affairs questions, we're talking about history. I'm trying to create a subcommittee for history, because a lot of people don't know our history, and when we go away, I always say it's gonna happen like the Tequesta Indians, that nothing is known about them because they didn't have a written story or history. So I think it's important that as young as we are, we need to keep this for posterity, for future generations. I mean, Hialeah is 100 years old, and we eventually will be 100 years old. So someone needs to start. We can check with Rosanel, who's 104. And then she probably has more stories to, yeah. That's it.
You might as well just go right on to the cultural affairs.
Okay, here we go to our affairs. Okay, I'm basically using my report to the council, which is basically what we done. We had our concert and live, the music for America, which was very successful. We brought back the old art orchestra that they had split up. We didn't have maestro. It was for 3 or 4 years was disastrous, but it was packed. We had a packed house and we promoting it, through emails. So, and I sent it to everybody. And I'm happy to say that for this anniversary, I've been in touch with Annabelle. She's the liaison.
Yeah,
for
from
the
the-
company. And she was very happy. Said, "Oh, I have about 600 contacts, and I'll put it on Instagram too." So we're helping out, and other people through my office that are excited to to share whatever we have in the cultural affairs department. Also, I will send stuff to them, and it's just getting the word out, getting good publicity, good marketing, and one of our initiatives that we're working on, it's already almost there. We still need 2 more sponsors, is the Main Street Live. We already have the 5 bands. We have money for 3, maybe 4. So we're moving along on that. We already have them. And we just need some money for some of them. And then we have, upcoming, like I said, collaboration with the town, the development and the local merchants, Black History Month in February, Women's History Month in March, Benediction in May. And we just had the Hispanic Heritage Month event in October, and it was wild, at least at the beginning. But it was like the biggest, most attended one we ever had. We had, of course, to move to Roberto Alonso because we couldn't fit anymore here. So and we've been the book talk was very successful too. And so I think it's the word of mouth, the just spreading the word. I go to the library, I give them flyers. I had to go personally because when I talked to Mr. Truglio, he had opened his emails. So it's just personally, that personal touch is important, that you say to people, "Hey, here's my flyer, put it out on the window." And people see it, so it's promoting all the activities. The same with the one comment that I had about the Veterans Parade was that we had a lot of participants, but the amount of people attending it was low. So it's again promoting it properly, and all of them were here to promote everybody's events. So that's about it. Anything else? No, that's it.
Elderly affairs.
We had a great Halloween party. It was packed, the people had a great time, the music was great, it was fantastic. We have a lot of things going on this month. We have our bingo, we could promote that. Yeah, your thing, send it to me and we'll put them out at the table. Cause remember, we get 100 people almost every, yeah, the opposite, right?
Right,
We
sorry.
have our bingo. We have a spa day, the 19th. We have Thanksgiving, the 21st. So in all our stuff, at least 100 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can promote it. We're doing really well. We have monies because we have sponsor money all the time. So it's good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
That's good, elderly affairs.
Life is good, yeah.
God bless you all.
Economic development. Matt, you there?
Tio Casamayor.
Yep. Let me walk over away from everybody. All right, yeah, things are going good for us. It's the end of the year, right? Yeah, so start of the new fiscal year. So a big part for us is just getting ready for what's to come. I guess Felicia can attest. She was at our last meeting last week, and we spent most of the time just deliberating over what we wanted to do with our marketing funds and what we wanted to do moving forward. So after next meeting, I'll probably have a little bit of a clear focus of what we're going to do. Our goal still remains the same, that we want to work on bringing in outside people to the town. Part of that is through working with Felicia and Main Street Live. what we're focusing on right now is working on trying to get sponsors for the first 2 events that Felicia mentioned, because I know right now that's what she needs to get them going. So we're trying to use our connection to the greater business community in Miami Lakes to really get that going. If we can make it happen, that's awesome. The only question that I really had here for everybody was about the culinary bike tour, because that was something that the EDC was really gung-ho about, and we really liked the idea of it. I know we had a few committee members that really wanted to make sure that we could make sure that that happens. And I know that the council voted to keep it going. We just weren't sure, who's managing it, what it needs, and we're just here to help if you guys need us. But that's it for my end. Thanks, guys.
Mental Health Task Force.
But the culinary bike tours, Matthew, isn't that with which committee drives that?
The three.
It's 3 committees. It's collaboration on cultural affairs, NIC, and EDC. Historically.
That's the one that actually stayed, right? That one that might be cut.
I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure they funded it. It's just historically, the event has always been done in September,
Yeah.
which is like the end of the fiscal year.
Got it. Okay, cool.
But it did not happen this past September?
No, they didn't fund it for the fiscal year that just ended.
Okay.
I heard something that was gonna be in February.
Is September not too hot of a month for the bike tour?
So
And then wouldn't it be better like in February-ish?
to have a conversation with Clearsville, because there is EDC shared, they were a big part of it, so they wanted to check if they could move it to February. But I know Clearsville's concern was that it's a food event, and then we have food and wine.
Oh, right, yeah.
So many
So
things
I
going
think
on.
that was the only thing, but I'll get further
Do
feedback.
it during the cool months.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah, I think it's the
in,
second.
yeah, January. is tough.
September, I mean, I will
No,
say
January
that
people-
event,
Really bike is
yeah,
crazy.
that event is always successful, like we always sell out. But I will say it obviously like does rain sometimes,
It rained.
but people seem to
September.
not
It
care
rained
once
last year.
they're like
Yeah.
stopping here, so.
Okay.
I think that was, yeah, the weather's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
I
rained.
recommend what we did the
it rained
first
and it
one.
stopped.
yeah.
We started at
In
6
March.
in the evening, and I ended up around midnight. And it was loud, they're making it shorter, and I think needs to.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Mental
thanks.
Health Task Force.
Thank you, sir.
All right, for Mental Health Task Force, we've had our fall festival, which is getting better and better. I'd like to thank the mayor who decided to put himself in a dunk tank. And right after they decided to trim notice, he puts himself in a dunk tank. That's good, therapeutic. Our next objective is to deal with the 988 signs, which is the mental health contact sign. I think I sent you and Jeremy kind of a plan a while back. It's been a while. It's been about 2 months. I'll resend it to you.
Okay.
Basically, we got approval already from the town council to put them in.
But you guys were gonna seek funding.
We got
funding
the
source,
funding,
right?
we got the funding,
Okay,
we got the funding source.
the last I heard from Parks was they were waiting on
The funding source?
from this, yeah.
Yeah, so we got the funding source already. And so our next meeting will probably deal with the execution of that, because everything's already in place. We got the money, we got the approval from the council.
Yeah.
And I sent you guys the plan of how many signs here, how many signs there.
Yeah.
And so it's just a matter of, pulling the trigger on that. So,
Okay.
That's it.
Bill, can you, just for the next meeting, I guess bring the info regarding the sponsorship, because I think as of last meeting, we hadn't talked about it, because you guys were busy with the.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure Lindsay bring that up.
Okay,
Neighborhood improvement, Felicia, you said you were
Yes,
gonna report.
I didn't bring my notes, but basically from the meetings that we've had, they're planning to do a couple of neighborhood meetings, bringing guests. They're working to see if they can bring the guy from the zoo again. He was very successful.
Ron McGill.
Ron McGill.
Best.
He was, I mean, when we did that, I think that was our best one. Several topics of, to have the community feedback. And that's one of them. The other one is there's a project they want to do to beautify a lot that was, I think, on the west side. There were cars being parked there, so now I think Jeremy's looking into it. We have to have FDOT input to see what can be done. I told them, make sure that there's nothing underground that if we start planting a tree or something, we get disturbed. That's another project.
Yeah, I think it's just on the the north side of the overpass, 87th Avenue coming in from
87,
Valley.
something like that, I
There's a
guess.
big green space there on the east
Yeah,
side
the
of
one
the
is turning
street.
into a little pocket park like the ones we have in the rest of Miami Lakes. The third one is the ranks for the, you know, for the
Eden Perry.
the ferry, right?
Yeah,
Aiden
Aiden Paris.
Ferry rings for, we're trying to finalize the number for those to be located.
Have you identified the location?
Yes.
I think they have some, yeah.
Yeah, the 10 locations have been identified, because the committee decided to use your funding for that. And then we already, I mean, as an update to you, we already received the equipment needed for installation. We already have the signs. The only thing we don't have are the actual rings, but we can proceed with installation anyways, because she's not gonna give us the rings anyways until she has the installation date, which, I owe her an email tomorrow. We're aiming to have them installed by end of November.
What's the total cost per installation ring and installation
I have to pull it up.
moment?
Yeah.
I think it was like $300, because the first one was sponsored by a company. And then the committee decided to fund it. So just so you know, one of the signs does say donated by whatever sponsor, and the other 9 will just be the town of Miami-Dade.
Can you explain, because she doesn't know what we're talking about?
So the Aiden Perry Foundation, very general sense, is a mom that started a foundation because her son had passed away and trying to aid somebody who had like a vehicle that had gone into like a body of water. And the idea is that they donate like the first 10 rings, I believe, to municipalities that want to partner with them. So they're life rings. So instead of like him having gone into the water to try to help the car and the person that was in the car, you would like throw a ring.
Ring.
a ring.
Oh, so it's an actual thing that they can use.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah, because
wondering, what
he
is
lost
yeah.
his life because he jumped into the lake.
Yeah.
I think he hit his head or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the details, but yes, he unfortunately passed away, so that's her initiative, and then
So
they
they will be around lake.
different like bodies of water that they've identified.
Danger, I mean, like areas that don't have like a barrier,
Mhm.
like
Where
I
a
think
park
they're
can
proposing
possibly-
one right here by Publix.
Mhm.
That there's no barrier, and if a car, you know, swerves or
Okay.
whatever, can fall into the lake, and
If,
the lakes here are different shapes.
have we explored the idea of neighborhood residents wanting, donating for the areas that have not been identified? Like, for instance, there's a beach park right by my house.
Yeah.
If I wanted to sponsor that one, if it's not
Initially-
identified already.
Initially, when the item went out, council didn't approve it with funding. They just approved it with the idea that NIC would go out and look for private funding, and unfortunately, we were able only to secure one.
Okay.
And that's when NIC, after months of like seeing that nobody really came in, they took the initiative to use their funding for that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I
the,
guess you could do it.
Well,
Yeah, there's actually.
yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll sponsor
okay,
Okay,
there's Mario.
yeah,
Yeah,
to
we
see
were
if,
just talking about
Stepping in
NIC.
for NIC, yeah.
NIC, okay.
to see if maybe one of the locations, I don't know, I can send you the list of locations to
Yeah,
see if
please.
there's any of the ones that you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If it's
we-
not
we
the one
spoke
by
about-
the beach, but there's a beach park right on the corner of my house.
Okay. Beauty events that we're gonna do, we spoke about the fairy rings, we spoke about the.
Oh, good, so we,
And then
got it.
the final, yeah, almost all, everything.
and we're just working on the HOA, trying to get, Ron again, Ron Miguel.
Yeah.
So. pretty much
Yeah,
it.
and then the final thing is I'm working with planning department. We're proposing a fertilizer ordinance. I already did some research about the different municipalities around the state that do have lakes. Because the one here, we wanna have the more stringent one. I think the state has laws and statutes, but I think it's good that we have like the building code. It's a general thing, but like Coral Gables has a very stringent code. And we go by more stringent, so we're trying to make sure that our fertilizer ordinance, I need to meet again with Susana to see what, you know, how they can make it easy to implement or enforce. And they just basically create one for a code and have Lorenzo review it and.
Yes,
then it's
sometimes those
ordinance.
state statutes allow local governments like municipalities or counties to be more stringent. Sometimes they preempt us and don't allow. it.
There's a
But it
statute,
depends,
yeah,
everyone's
there's a
is-
statute right now, it's in review regarding the artificial grass.
Yes,
And I know we had in our code, but then when that statute came out,
And
that's.
overrated.
So I think there's hope that it will bring us back to what we wanted. So, but still in the works, it's not really yet, proved yet.
Public safety.
Yeah. I'm so much, Mr.
No, the only other thing, I'm sorry, if we had an update on the roundabout on the green space on Northwest 87th and 141st. I know we had put a stop to that because Jeremy had said that DOT was gonna do something in that section. I don't know, we got an update from the town about that.
So, tell me again the location?
So you know where the bridge is, right
Yes.
over going into like
Hialeah.
Hialeah? That grass area there, that he says they were gonna try to do a roundabout on the bridge side for the speeding. So that's what we were last told, because we're trying to take.
At the intersection there where Commerce comes out and
Correct.
meets 87th Avenue?
Correct. That's what we were told. That's why we have a stop on that from that green space, because we're trying to create that into a small pocket park to try to evade from people parking their cars up there, try to
The
sell
one
them.
just on the side of Via Vizcaya, right?
Correct. Because we have a lot of people parking their cars there, trying to sell them during the week or something there, and. it
Yeah,
just-
whenever we're made aware, we chase them out. Like there are some guys, I think construction workers that were doing something in that area. And then they were parking there and our police officers, moved
And then
around.
we have the residents in that area that have reached out that there's two landscaping companies that decided, hey, we'll donate the tree, if we could get a park or something, make it look nicer. It is the entrance to the town, but they do concern that a lot of people park there and things like that, so.
Okay.
But if we could get, I'm sorry, if we could get some kind of update from Jeremy on that, he was gonna say that we're doing something there. I don't know if that's.
Can you, Isabella, can you guys?
Yeah.
Just ask Jeremy that and then we'll report back to them, please.
Yeah, and then the other thing was, do you know who ever picked up the lifer service?
We haven't. I was just telling them though really quickly that we're aiming for install by end of November.
Okay.
But I need to confirm the date that it's gonna be installed because she doesn't release the ring.
I was told it's somewhere in.
Yeah, it's Port Everett.
But I don't have an address.
I know, she's not willing to give us the details
I
until,
So
sorry.
I gotta pick them up, but I don't have an address.
I guess once we have the install, she feels ready to give them to us, she's gonna give us the phone, is what it's.
Okay,
We'll keep you updated.
okay, thank you.
So a few things related to neighborhood improvements. The one is, I was approached by Councilman J.C. Fernandez about starting some sort of I guess, to do presentation from the Citizen Crime Watch on how they can help out the different HOAs in our town. And I know that you all are working on, I'm assuming, some sort of a meeting to get HOAs all here. Is that something that's happening soon, or?
We are trying to get our HOA meeting soon, so
Yeah.
the goal is to try to get someone to get everybody there, and what we've seen is that Ron Miguel has been the only one that people will show up. So unfortunately, it is what it is.
Right.
But it's not a bad idea to get that, Citizens Crime Watch going up again and see how that works out.
Yeah,
The other key, if we could get a help on it, is if we could get some other people on the committee. I know some of the councilmen have some other seats available. We are short-staffed.
On neighborhood improvement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has the committee been successful in being able to have quorum and have their meetings? And, because I know that there was a time there that it was a challenge for that
It's
committee.
still been a challenge for us, especially
Yeah,
now with
we
the new
we're
time
really
change.
low on.
Yes,
How many people are on the committee? Is it a 14-person committee or?
yeah,
I think
it's
we
a
have
14.
six.
Yeah, we have about 6. We don't have.
but he's talking about the roster, I think it's for 14 people. right?
Yeah.
What was the capacity? How many?
14.
It's as many as 14.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, can we reduce that to 1 per council member?
See, that's where I was going, why I asked the
Yeah.
question. In some committees, and I know Elderly Affairs is the one that's the largest, that has 3 per council member, is 21 people.
Wow.
But
We have a
then
lot.
there's several that have 14, and then there are some that are 7.
Yeah, the cultural. fair
And
used to have
those that have a
21.
challenge,
Cut it down.
yeah. Those that have had a difficult time meeting quorum and so forth, that may be an answer. So that maybe you guys as a committee should address that in your committee and then bring it back the next time that the committee reports to the council.
See if we can
Is
change it.
offer that as a recommendation, and if the council agrees, then we can narrow it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right? But that's something that you guys as a committee should discuss and have a vote on, and if you guys voted up as a committee, then bring it in your semi-annual report to the council.
Have to wait till May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, can just let us know, like, with ample time, so that we can coordinate with Citizens Crime Watch to make sure, we have representation there. And also for us, for public safety, it's also a very good opportunity to speak to them.
As soon as we have a date, but reach out to them regardless. I think it'd be a great idea to get them, out, especially how things are going on in the neighborhood with the whole Amazon packaging and now how Christmas is starting. I think it'd be a great idea.
Yeah, well, as a segue, we're actually working right now on a public service announcement, which will include that, some of that. We're working with MDSO, talk about, package, bringing it in timely and some of the things that are gonna be in that PSA that will hopefully finalized by this month. So yeah, that's definitely happening. The second thing is, I know the Councilman Sanchez was talking about the culinary bike tour. He just confirmed that in fact it is for sure, gonna happen, but I guess when it comes to the planning board,
Mhm.
I guess who's leading it, because there's.
We
three
were
committees.
taking off that was,
Yeah, we-
that has
we-
taken away
we
from
used
us.
That was another problem that we
It
had.
wasn't taken off. The thing is, no, this is sincerely what happened. It's cultural affairs and IC and EDC. And we met like 1 or 2 times the last time and
No
people
one-
were given tasks and then like
Disappeared.
nobody
Yeah.
delivered. So the town staff did take it over the last 2 ones and just
Well,
kept it moving.
But in this case, since NIC then it doesn't have the other bike or the rodeo.
No, we reduced our bike rides.
No, but
Reduced our
those are the
rides.
3 committees that are historically anyways a part of it. The
Okay,
thing is that the planning for that hasn't started because again, historically, we've done it in September.
but why don't you just give it to one committee to lead it, as opposed to 3? Wouldn't that be just?
It is a lot of planning, and the planning that goes into specifically is getting those agreements or contracts with the restaurants.
We don't have this.
Yeah, we don't have the pool as they do to get it. We would love to help. I mean, don't get me wrong. As NIC, we loved it. We loved it.
Believe me, I
Right.
walked Main Street when we started our committee and I would go.
By all means, they do a great job. I have, for the
No,
last
but
2
it's-
years, they've done a great job,
We'll
so.
tell
We-
you
we have to work
guys
together.
when we
Yeah.
start planning.
Don't rely just
So
on
essentially,
one committee or the town because
Well,
we need to work as. a
Whichever members from that, and it's not all the members, it's whoever's available that wants to meet for the subcommittee that comes together.
Yeah, because the only thing to consider is, I know that someone said February, food and wine, in February.
Yeah, I think that's where we
Food and
left.
wine is early February, so
Right.
maybe late February or March, early March. I mean, I think it'll still be cool
When do
enough,
we do it?
still not the rainy season.
In September, correct?
When we do,
In
for
September.
example, our
But they're saying the weather.
Main Street Live, we do it from January to May.
Yeah,
After
Again,
that,
the
forget
main
it.
thing is
Yeah.
someone.
Even January.
it's difficult to do outdoor events other than that, because
Yeah.
it's just, it's unpredictable, the rain and the humidity, and people don't want to go outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
Now,
okay. The
Public
other,
safety.
the other one is, so, sorry.
Oh, no.
Manager, okay, last year was late to the game. But again, in the spirit of what, I think our last time that we did the semi-annual report, we talked about partnerships and making sure that we're partnering with across committees. So with NIC, I thought it was a good idea, we can do a partnership for, I forget when I can't, now what is it World Day or Earth Day?
say yes.
If we can do a partnership with like recycling, because I have a company that is willing to sponsor recycling. So we want to get, people to come and
Yeah.
recycle their old tax returns. Anything that possibly.
If you
old
you got a
tax returns.
shredder company, something?
Yes,
If you got a shredder company, that would be something key, because people would come and just, hey, shred your own papers, and that.
yeah.
That a while back.
We had it a while back, like 3 or 4 years ago, but the same company that sponsored it then approached me in this year, but it was too late. So I'm telling you guys with ample time, so we can do a partnership, both committees come to the table
Just.
and maybe just, well, there's one idea. So now, I gave you my idea, maybe you guys can give me your idea, and then we can come with one big idea. How about that?
It's collaborating, not duplicating, like Vivian, she wants to do an art, what is it you want to do? Art exhibit. Art exhibit, and then why don't join cultural fairs? I mean, we've been having an empty corridor for months, and now we have something, and we're working, I mean, I like to see this town hall full of art.
Okay.
It's something that we.
Well, let's do it. So that's my pitch to you guys, okay? I got a sponsor,
Okay,
okay? Now let's make this happen, okay? Public Safety Committee. I'm happy to report that, there's a lot of great things going on in public safety. We just recently had, our Cars for Heroes, which was a huge success for us. It was actually a year in the making. We did very well. We raised $10,800.
Great.
Our expenses were a little over 7,000, so we netted 33,000 something dollars. Some of that's gonna go towards, like we mentioned, towards the Love Fund, which is for police. And we have some of the folks in fire as well that we're gonna give the resilience group for those that are suffering from mental health. And then, some of that is also gonna be to fund our committee. We're as I mentioned earlier, we're heading into the holiday season. We did a summer safety tips that we did in partnership with the grant companies. Now we're doing one for holiday safety tips. So we're trying to, it's funny, because I was just talking to Darwin Amador, and I was saying, like, we gotta be careful not to play so much favoritism with MDSO, but with MDFR, they got some cool things too that we can put in there, because we got the whole Christmas light thing, 10,000 lights on one, outlet. Yeah, Christmas lights, right? So, some of that stuff that we're probably gonna put in there. We're hoping to have that by this month, because I don't want to be late to the holidays. So we're gonna be working on that soon enough. We had a very successful fire station event, which, would be great to get more committees there. Next time we do it, it was a huge success at Station 64, our biggest station on the west side of Miami Lakes. Essentially showing fire station. We had a lot of folks there from Joe DiMaggio, MDSO, doing actually seatbelt, safety. They actually went installed for not seatbelt, the actual child seat safety, and making sure that's buckled up correctly. We had a simulated house, a burning house, so kids can kind of like crawl through it. So again, very good experience. Oh, and hot dogs for the kids. I mean, we had hot dogs too. But we have that going on, and then so more than anything, what we're looking for is like anything you guys hear out in the public that really feel that maybe needs to be communicated through us, please, let's give us a call so we can figure out what's the best way to inform people. Some of the things that just happened recently in our council meeting that we're talking about, somebody was complaining about our police officers and bikes. It's a great program that we have, with our police officers and bikes. I mean, that really, really saves us from a lot of agony that we could be going through, and hence the numbers show it. When Major Gonzalez goes up there and reports his numbers, they're low, and they can, continue to stay low, and that's very important, and a testament to the hard work done by the MDSO. But to that point, perfect segue. We're actually going to give, he doesn't know it, so hopefully he's not listening to this meeting, but we are going to be giving a plaque on behalf of public safety. John Carlos here as well from public safety to Major Gonzalez before the regular council meeting this week, in 2 weeks. He's retiring, yes, so essentially, that's what we're looking for, just opening up that communication line and seeing how we can work with all of you. All right. And Sports Hall of Fame.
That's me. So I'm gonna introduce myself because I'm not the one normally here. So I'm Miriam Ochoa, born and raised here. My mother still lives on Miami Lakeway. But so I'm gonna just tell you right now, since my first time here with you guys, amazing conversations. Like I can see how everybody's very passionate about their committee. I'm gonna tell you about, we met yesterday. Again, our event is December 13th for the Sports Hall of Fame. We're inducting 4 people this year. Karina Sid is one of them. So we're thinking that Mayor Sid's coming back, ex-mayor. Don Bailey Jr. will be there. Joe Weber and Denby Rivers, who started My Lakes Optimist. So we really looked into people who have done stuff in this community for many, many, many years. Here are my questions, right? So our event went on Eventbrite today. It went live. I hear about all your guys' events. I look on social media. I'm on social media. Do I hear all your events on social media? Do I see them? No.
Right, yeah.
On Eventbrite,
Not on social media.
not on social media.
That was one of my comments.
So here's my question as, and I'm not a big social media girl, like don't, I'm not that crazy on social media. Do I look at it? Yes. One of the questions I had as a committee yesterday was, does the town of Miami Lakes have a person dedicated to social media?
Yes,
Someone, that's their job.
yes.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
No,
you're
not
not
here.
here.
No, they're not here.
Okay.
They're not here.
We just went close, yeah, okay.
Cause I know like for my school, so I teach at Hialeah Miami Lakes, senior high school.
Oh, cool.
So we have a person, that's their job, right? So if we have an event, we give it to this teacher, and that is her job. If we create something, or if the students create something, we send it to her, we tag her. She puts everything out for our high school. So all the clubs, all the activities, and then it gets just blasted, right? So I see Eventbrite, not everybody sees Eventbrite because I'm a part of it. I have it on my phone, so my Sports Hall of Fame event came up, now I can start sharing it. But like, for example, I said to them, people are constantly on social media. They're on Facebook, because I see the ton of my links when people comment like crazy on certain things, they're not happy.
All the
And
time.
I'm not sure who you are, what's your name, but
Shadow.
I could see
post
it. I'm
all
like,
my
okay.
events, like the bingo one, she sent me the flyer, I
Yeah.
posted on the 3 Miami Lakes residents, I love Miami Lakes,
Yeah. So I think where all these events are coming in and all these things, because you, as a town, we do amazing things. I think we don't sell it enough. I don't
True.
think it's out there enough. Like I told them, I said, do you guys need me to make the social media post? Who do I send it to so that they can approve it? And then they can push it out. I even considered making it on my own Instagram account for Sports Hall of Fame. Because it should, from this point to our event on December 13th, once a week, something should be blasted. It should be blasted who's gonna be inducted. There might be people that say, oh my God, Don Bailey Jr., I went to high school with him. I'm gonna show up. Again, we all need to be somewhat committed to each other's committee because they're important. We're all passionate about that. I told my people who have already been inducted, if you give an hour or you give, like you said, show up for a little bit, see each other's faces, and then we all support each other and we do collaborate because you guys seem like an amazing group of people. I can't imagine why people would not support you. And then that, like you said, helping each other out. My last thing for that is there, again, I'm not the chairperson, I'm only the vice chair. Is there an email that you guys have as a chair committee? That when you have an event, it goes out to the email to all the chairs, so then the chairs then push it out to their members so that we all know.
The
Is
town
that
has
something
like-
that
liaison.
can?
The town has like a calendar, but sometimes it goes to my junk mail, so I don't see it.
What we can do is share all their emails, because I mean, it is public records and
Right.
you guys aren't on the same committee, so you guys can communicate with each other.
Correct, like you're saying, oh, you have a sponsor, you have the recycling, and I'm like, thinking, oh, okay, let's see if we had a partnership with somebody that came through that might want to be a part of it. But if we don't know what you're looking for, how do we know how we can help each other?
Well, that's the whole idea of the quarterly chair meeting.
Yes,
So that's the way it works, but most of
This
the-
conversation is
Yeah.
exactly that coordination.
okay,
Yeah.
You can speak to us
I'll send you
also.
their emails anyways.
Yeah, you can also speak to us if we're not in your
Yeah.
committee. We could speak like we're
Yeah,
speaking here.
yes,
Same committee,
So we can't
have-
speak.
we can
Because of
speak
the
together.
sunshine.
Yeah.
Right.
got you.
But to your point.
Well, you can speak, but just not about anything that.
About
may
not
come
our
up.
committee.
Right. I'm just saying, sharing what everybody is saying, you know, even like we say quarterly, but then let's say you go home, everybody goes on amongst their committees.
But Roman knows, like, for example, when he did MLO flag football, I was there to support him on the day that, he was there, but anything that you need, just send us a flyer, like,
Yeah.
for 25th anniversary, she reached out to me, I need
Yeah.
help, okay, I'm gonna help you. So literally, it's just a matter of just save my number, I'll give it to you, and then, anything you need, we'll once a week. Yeah. And we can tag Tio Casamayor, or a little influencer online.
Yes, I know.
That knows everybody, so, yeah.
And with regard to social media, and I'm gonna speak from a position of complete 100% ignorance, because I have no social media.
Right,
Nor do I have any interest in getting social media or starting social media. But from what I have been told is that what you would think that more is better is not always better. Because of the algorithms, that when you put it out there too often, then it starts going, people don't get in their feeds. And, Isle and Isabella would probably be able to explain it a lot better. But I think that the social media strategy that they have is more targeted, that they put it out in certain things, like, for instance, Instagram. Instagram, the stories get more.
yes, 100%.
My
'Cause they're
wife
quick.
has Instagram, so I know some of the lingo.
Right,
That the stories get more
More views,
exposure
yes.
than the regular feed,
correct.
because there's a lot of advertising
Yes.
in the feeds.
Mhm,
So that's kind of, they have a strategy,
okay,
and obviously everything is tweakable in the
Mhm.
sense of, if there's something that maybe we can do better, 100%.
Right.
We'll look
no,
at
it was just a matter of like, okay, we should put something out as the Hall of Fame committee that this is happening. So my question to them last night was, okay, so who do we need to see to push that on?
Who's
Instagram?
your
Yeah,
liaison?
the
right?
liaison, you can make
Andres.
those requests.
Yeah, I think Andres, he said, send it to me and then
Oh,
I'll send
yeah,
it to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
get it, he'll
So I
get it
even
to the
told
right.
him, I said, do you need me to create it? And then I just send it to you and you send it to them, or is that something that they have to
We
create?
have someone, I mean, you guys can make it, but we do have, to be fair, we do have staff that can do it for you. Just send the request through Andres and he'll send it to Clarissa and Idalis.
What
And they
we've
can
done
get
in
it
the
done.
past is they've created it, then they shared the post with us through a link
Mhm.
on email, and then we have
So you
shared
guys
it
can
in
also
our.
put it in your own
Right.
social media.
But
You would have that little arrow that you.
Yeah,
I was not a social media person, but in this world, you have to.
I tell them, I teach high school.
No, another,
Oh, so you know, so.
another thing that I think we need to work.
And we're trying to bring the young generation, we're trying to involve the younger generation, the younger. But that's how we have to reach them, unfortunately, you know? I still love the Miami Laker. Listen, I love the Miami Laker. I love it. But then I joked with Jim Hamilton, last night, and I was like, oh, put it on your social media. He's like, don't even get crazy. But I said, okay, Joe, you like the Miami Laker, you're old school, you like if we're trying to bring the younger people who are moved into the town to show up to events, you have to post.
And you definitely have to have an attraction, because it's.
Free food and drinks. I think we have an attraction.
You might get people, yeah.
Hispanic heritage, when there was food, I tell you.
Food, that's it.
It was a mom.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, one last thing regarding the Instagram or social media is when I see the stories, they're too short. I mean, it's like I have some time to do a screenshot to be able to read it because it's a whoop.
That's
And
the
I-
way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but
Quick.
it's annoying.
I know.
You put your finger on
They
it.
last for they only last for 24 hours, right?
Yeah,
So Alicia, if you put your finger on it, it's not.
Yeah, literally.
I'll show you.
no, but if you want
I
more,
tagged you last week, you didn't tell me anything.
the details are on our website. Like the Instagram is supposed to be a quick thing. If you want like the specific full details, it's on the website, yeah.
All right,
It's okay.
special needs advisory, Vivian.
Everybody.
Yeah.
First, I want to apologize for my tardiness.
Please, so we got.
You have three detentions after school.
And welcome, Mayor. Okay, so last month we had a job skills workshop with, the Des Moines Foundation. And, we had about 20 participants attend. So, but the most important thing going on right now for us is the camp gala. November 14, tickets are on sale. We're super excited. That's how we get our funds. For those of you who don't know, no, we don't get any funds from,
What's the date? November 14, right?
yes,
It's
it's
not,
a Friday. Yeah, not this Friday coming up.
a week from now, a week from now.
So there's still tickets left.
But they're not many.
No,
They're selling, and there, a lot of the sponsorship, the folks who are sponsoring, they get tickets as part of the sponsorship.
correct.
So I think I heard that it could be as many as like 170 already sold
Right,
together, the individual sales and the sponsorship sales. And the capacity may be like 200.
right.
So they're
Is it at the?
It's at the hotel.
at the hotel,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So it may be getting close.
yes, yeah.
So don't do
get
it.
your Tickets. So the three programs that we have are running smoothly, this dance program, karate, and the animation class. We're working with Parks and Rec to install communication boards in all 4 major parks. And we're gonna start first with Veterans Park. So we're excited about that. The 25th anniversary, we're gonna be providing a sensory room with noise canceling headphones for the fireworks. And just like a quiet space for anybody who needs a break to go in the Mary Collins Community Center. And we're also very excited that our dance class is gonna be one of the performers at the 25th anniversary event. We still have our special needs safety program with the police that we're always promoting, and we'd like you guys to promote as well. And you know, if you wanna work together with us, you know, ask yourselves when you're having an event, is it inclusive? How can I make it more inclusive? How can I get, you know, families who have special needs kids or special needs family members to feel welcome at your events, so we can help you with that.
Yeah, I went to one of your events. It was amazing at Mary Collins, and very well, good turnout and very well organized. Kudos to you.
The registry that you have.
Yes.
Right, have you guys gone to the schools to, what those schools, Roman and Harlem, to have them registered?
We have tried, but it's tough to get in there, but that would be ideal.
Because that would be ideal to have that, those kids especially.
Right.
Yeah, they're coming out of school, and Goldman has a few of them that.
Is anyone here from the education advisory fund?
No, they're
You
not.
didn't make it.
No. But I'll
Is that
definitely try.
something maybe that we can work together with them? But I know like everything has to go through like the region and all that. It's-
We're waiting.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Bill, the veterans?
That was fine. Tickets for the gala.
Finish,
Okay.
finish. Hit send.
That's right. Do it in a second. All right, we had the Veterans Parade. That was so much fun. Thank you very much, ladies, for doing all that hard work, you know. I really, really do appreciate it. And you know, and Felicia, you're right. It's getting kind of funny because I think we almost have the whole town participating in that parade now, you know? And so like when I was going, I go, there's nobody watching, and I look at it, and like behind me, I go, oh, because everybody's in it. You know, we have all these golf carts and everybody.
It's either you participate or you get stuck in
That's
everything.
right, it's right. So I think it's kind of great that they're participating, in my personal opinion. So that, I thought it went great. It's bigger and bigger, and it's wonderful. We held a fishing event the day before. It was a fishing event, that was facilitated by the Veterans Committee, but it was done by American Legion Post and the, Knights of Columbus for the His House kids. And basically, we kind of secured the lake right next to the Veterans Committee, and we had 24 kids show up. All of them are unaccompanied minor immigrant children. They range from 8-year-old girl to about a 16-year-old boy, 24 of them, and they had a fantastic time. We have a really good relationship with the Knights of Columbus and with the American Legion, both committees, and Veterans Committee. And we do a lot, and they need things to do for the His House kids. Because these kids, you know, need events to participate in. They're artistic, so, you know, artistic, not autistic, artistic. Because they painted stuff for us to take, you know, a little fishing stuff, you know, they made little thing, and they made little speeches. It was really great for little girl, old girl made a little speech. It was really nice. So I think,
Packed out there.
what's that?
Passed by there, it was really packed.
It was packed, and we fed them and stuff, and they caught 4 fish, which was awesome. But so anyway, you know, I think, you know, if you open it up, and we also had other kids, you know, from the local community, you know, who parents brought their kids to spend time with those kids, and that was really, really neat. You know, I think it's, you know, they did it because the kids wanted to be involved, but I also think it gives those children who are residents of Miami Lakes a really good appreciation of how fortunate they really are, you know? So again, if you have like HML or any of those schools want to show up and help us do that stuff, you know, I think that's things we can coordinate. So that, you know, I was thinking about the art exhibit event. We could maybe make like a whole like art exhibit show, you know, and sponsor the art and have kids who provide art and stuff like that. That'd be fantastic. The other thing is the Veterans Honor Wall. We got the renderings done. We had a 3rd generation Miami Laker do it. He was he graduated from University of Miami School of Architecture with honors, and his grandfather and his father grew up in Miami Lakes. I went to school with his father at Miami Lakes Elementary and Junior High. And basically we placed it where Jeremy said we should put it. Right there, Mary Collins. And the design was suggested by Felicia. And it, basically, let me see if I can forward this thing. This is the way it would look with the flags, and it's, we have flag ceremony, we could have a ceremony there if we needed to. The back end will have, you know, engravings of each service and stuff like that. And I gotta meet with Jeremy because he has a few questions dealing with funding source and stuff like that. I'm not too sure what he's gonna ask about. But we're the phase, now that we have the renderings done, our next phase is the fundraising phase. We already have about, you know, $100,000 raised. It's probably gonna be about $380,000 project. My next step is to put together about a briefing package to, you know, nice color pictures, little glossy thing describing it, to be able to approach folks to be sponsors and fundraisers. Because one of the things we're gonna do is on the backside is we'll have a little plaque on the bottom listing those who were the major sponsors, right? So again, if you know anybody who's interested in this, please, you know, reach out and we will get you a sponsorship package forward. And once I have the briefing package done, I already have talked to Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart, Tom Fabrizio, Senator Rene Garcia about getting county, state, and federal funding. So this thing's moving forward pretty well, I think. But I still would ask that the rest of the committee chairs, if you guys have anybody who has, you know, interested supporting veterans and patriots and wants to beautify our park, Veterans Park, because there's really nothing there that says it's a Veterans Park except the sign. Have them please, you know, help us with the construction of this, and they'll get credit for it. So
I laugh because before it was Veterans Park, people used to
It
call
was
it
Picnic
PBS Park or BK Park.
it was, yeah,
Burger King.
yeah, that's right. Picnic Park,
It's the
Park
BK
West,
Park,
whatever.
CBS Park.
Quick question, because
Yes.
the way you're showing it, I thought Jeremy had told me that it was gonna be. Like when you enter the park, like with the restroom, it was gonna be, because the idea that I visualize it is to make it like a very, like, it's a memorial, you know, that's not so close to the street, but a more secluded area for privacy. People want to go, if there's a flag of a former veteran there, that the family wants to go and see it. I don't know exactly where they're putting it. I see different
Are
views.
there gonna be individual persons plaques on there? No.
Well, names, there are gonna be names.
Oh, there will be.
There'll be listed names of the service, the branch,
Yeah,
the
in the
individual inside.
And have you developed a criteria for who gets, who
Yes.
goes on there?
Yeah, it's gonna be folks who are no kidding Miami Lakes residents.
We'll just-
No kidding Miami Lakes.
No
residents.
kidding, Miami Lakes
Yeah, I mean,
resident?
it can't be
I
somebody.
never heard that term before.
Yeah, because we got a lot of folks who, we have banners on, and they're relatives of Miami Lakes residents.
Right.
You know, so the person who served actually had to live in
And-
Miami Lakes.
Like
or
for X number of years?
X
or-
number of years, you know, and, you know, we're setting up the criteria. The one thing we want to do is, you know, it just can't be, oh, my
Somebody who
nephew.
drove through Miami. Lakes.
Yeah, my nephew serves in the Navy and never lived in Miami Lakes, and I live in Miami Lakes, no, I'm sorry, he had,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's who we're gonna have.
So the plaque, if you were to, let's say you would do a plaque,
Sure.
obviously it'd be at a cost with that, right?
What's
It-
that?
It would be at a cost. If you want to put a name and you want a plaque,
Right.
you would charge.
Well, I
Correct?
mean, if you're putting a name of a service, what we're
Service.
gonna do is we're gonna have each branch of service listed
Mhm.
out. And then we're gonna have the name of the service member, their rank, and also if they've served in any conflicts.
Mhm.
You know, we're gonna have an icon develop whether or not they served in Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam, War I, War II. And then, we'll also have Purple Heart. We're not gonna have a floor. No, well, we were thinking about that, but, well, that makes it.
Do biography,
Yeah,
which one?
that would be kind of challenging. But, anyway, but
I like
the,
the
But is it
the,
between the street and the parking lot or between the
that-
parking
I
lot
want to
and the?
it's that corner, basically when you walk in, it's the parking lot. Probably if I show you the other picture, you'll know exactly where it is.
Yeah. By the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that.
Before-
So you see the Mary Collins Center right back there.
Before the playground?
I see, yeah, yeah.
Gonna be walking
The bus
northwest,
station.
no?
Yeah.
The
That,
bus
that's the
stop.
one that.
So that's the spot that Jeremy told me it had to be in.
It has to be in there.
That's what he said. You know, I mean,
We have to rethink it,
you
because
know,
you have a lot of people in bikes
You
and
don't like
stuff
the
that
area.
bikes.
No, but it's not.
I don't have a problem with the area. We designed it for that area. And also I think it's something that people will just see it as they come driving by, which is nice. And I also think it'll be, as people park and stuff, they'll be able to see it, go to it right away.
Is,
Um,
through chair, does that interfere with, elections area?
I don't know, I haven't seen the location.
well, that only interferes with people who want to put
Signs.
signs,
Illegal signs.
illegal signs. So guess what? They're gonna be taken down because it blocks the the wall, right? So it does not interfere with the actual poll workers or anything like that.
It's just a trip hazard.
Yeah.
Now, is there any way, because I know that this has been a hot topic related to, applying for a grant? Can we apply?
That's
for
what
a
we're doing.
grant?
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna apply, that's what
Have you met with Olivia Shop, our grants manager?
not yet. And so what I'm.
Jeremy can put you,
Yeah,
Jeremy or
I'll
your
agree.
liaison
Yeah,
can
that'll
put
be
you in
great.
contact with Olivia, because she scours the earth for all different types of grants.
Yeah, because it falls under arts or better.
Yeah, and that may be a
Yeah.
unique area that she
Right.
can look, kind of keep an eye out.
Yeah, and then that's, and also, like I said, I've already made contact with the Congress and. All those folks, and so we're gonna hit up state grants and we're gonna hit federal grants and all that stuff.
Yeah, the appropriation already been, you guys have been submitting it, so we have to wait till next year for that.
That's fine. I mean, we just got the rendering stuff. So it's, we're just starting, we're just getting to phase 2 of now promoting it more heavily to get more funding.
Yeah,
So
no, some of these kinds of projects are,
they take time.
there's, because there's multiple phases, and
Yeah.
you're right, the concept was phase 1, this is now
Yeah,
phase 2.
Phase 2.
And then
We
the
got
design,
phase
and
3.
then the fundraising.
Yeah, that's right. And now we can
Then
move
actual
on
construction.
to the actual design of the thing and.
And the
then
building
phase
of it.
3.
and my
Because we have the
idea is to
funding,
make
we
it
already
real.
have the funding for the design, the actual
Yeah.
design.
Yes.
And so now we're gonna be raising the money for the actual construction. But to answer your question about the cost for each name, yeah, that'll be borne by the fundraising. I mean, we're not gonna charge anybody, so.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, the idea again is to make it something that is simple, that people can come and.
So you're saying it would be over here?
Yes,
So
I'm
there's
confused
the
exactly.
bathroom.
Yeah, it's not that, that's.
It's on the other side.
On the other side.
On the
So
other
it would
side,
be here.
Street,
right,
Yeah, the
Okay.
street.
where the
Okay.
walkways.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
still-
that's,
still-
I like that. Yeah. 'cause
Well,
once you
it
get the
cannot
street,
be on the walk.
There you go.
Because when
It
you walk.
looks like
Right.
it is.
Yeah, but
part of it.
that's just a picture.
walkway.
Yeah. it's-
Part of it, well, not, that's the track, right, that people
Right.
walk around,
Yeah.
and then it turns into the sidewalk. So,
Yeah, but I don't think you could put it on.
I'm sure he wouldn't, I'm sure he
Right.
did it.
No,
It's on the green
that-
area.
I like the other view.
it is,
You're
actually, it
done.
is all
This-
green area.
It's on the green area.
It's all in the
That's just
green
a
area.
picture that
The
looks like
picture, of
that.
it
Yeah,
makes
the
it,
picture-
we have a little walkway area.
Right,
for
right,
You to
You
enter
may
that.
have to cut this off because that's a tripping hazard right there.
No, that's just a picture, but it's not.
I know, but
Yeah, I mean, there'll be changes as the actual design thing gets through and the permitting, all that process and stuff, and the safety issues,
Yeah.
all those things will be considered, but that is actually based on the Wichita, Kansas, monument
yeah,
that's
they
already been built.
are full of money.
And so that one apparently was already built and they got it approved, so I'm figuring, yeah, it's probably gonna be good to go.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you doing this for the veterans.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a big
awesome.
deal. So when you pass by Hialeah Veterans Park, I mean, they have a huge memorial there, so
Yeah.
we gotta definitely catch up. So that's amazing.
I think ours is gonna be much nicer.
No,
Ours is just a
it's a
black
nice-
slab wall.
Yeah.
And ours is actually gonna be both face.
Or in concrete or blocks.
Mm.
I hope it's. No, I'm talking like an architect, so forget it.
Let's get the engineer.
That's more technical.
And I wanted, before we close tonight and adjourn, I wanted to kind of just put something on your radar. Probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, council member Sanchez proffered an idea, and we have now got it up. I think the registry's up and running, is a volunteers registry. So, Isle, if you can, is that being run out of your shop that,
Cause we've been running it for a while now.
okay, but the dissemination to the committees that this exists? So it may be a ready reserve group of kids that can help in some of your events. So if you need it, let's get that information out to the committees, the fact that this registry exists, that there's an opportunity there for manpower, woman power, people power, extra hands to assist, and that could be an opportunity for the committees to access those volunteers
Yeah.
to use for some of their events.
We've already started, well, I know it's, all committees differ, but for some events, we've already started using. them.
Cars for Heroes, we.
Yeah,
You use
that's where we
volunteer
have
hours?
them.
Yeah.
Right, you already circulated that to the school as well?
Well, to me, it depends on the event. Like, sometimes we have like somebody like Soto that's already like, oh, okay, no worries, I got it handled, so I just share it with her. If not, then we have this on our website, and I know it's part of, I'm pretty sure our newsletter as well.
Posted on, because I know
But-
the kids minimum, they need 10 hours for registration, right? 10 hours.
Yeah, they need two events.
So a lot of
But-
them start using, now.
I'll
And then
send
for
you
the
guys a link
scholarships,
now.
they need like
Great teachers.
100 hours, so.
Great
Yeah,
pictures.
Yeah, we do periodically,
So they can go on the website.
we probably will not do
I'll send you the
anymore
link.
now, but during hurricane season, we have
Yeah.
the sandbagging
Yeah.
operation that we do there to have ready.
Jerry Squad and all that. but-
Yeah, and it's broken down per event, so like that, they know what event they're signing up for.
Uh,
Felicia?
Yes, speaking of that, at the Veterans Day Parade, I had this lady that approached me, we were having the lunch. And she said that she had trouble, I know sometimes they close it, they don't want any more volunteers, but she was having trouble, let's see, when are the next events coming up? So the idea again is to have the stuff early enough for the kids to sign up. And make it user friendly, because she said she was having trouble, finding where the volunteer thing was. And that's one thing that, we need to work on with our website. Keeping it, up to date, like one of my, what I saw in our Cultural Affairs Committee was that we have great videos from 2 years ago from the veterans, the 4th of July, and they're not posted. And the roster is not up to date, so all these things have to be, because people will look to our website for information, but if the information is not accurate, it defeats the purpose of being there. But again, this lady specifically told me that she tried to, get her kids to, where was the next one, or this other. So we need to have the calendar and that link to volunteering right next to it or something. So because they're eager to get the hours for the kids, but if it's not there, they struggle trying to find it.
There's two things I will say for that. Number one, put a motion through your committee and actually give specific direction to staff on what needs to be updated. That's the first thing I would recommend. And the second thing I would recommend is that you actually reach out to those people and say, hey, look, there's an event coming up. If she's a point of contact. We did that with Miss Soto.
That's what
Specifically for the volunteers we've used, for example, a big one was the Veterans Parade, and for the 5K that's coming up for the veterans as well. Whatever volunteers from that board that are, I guess part of the subcommittee, the ones leading those efforts, for example, Judy for the 5K is very specific with me, like add this information. If not, it's a very vague page, it is.
Mhm.
But Judy is very specific, like, no, I want them at 7 AM, I need them till 1 PM, I need those details all go in there. If whoever signed up for the parade had those details from the moment they signed up. So it's worked very well for those committees who have been involved in that and shared those details for us, yeah.
It worked for us.
That bunch of group from the Law Society, they're good kids.
Oh,
So,
I mean,
We had a lot of volunteers that we got from that page, and because of Miss Soto's help, of course.
Yeah.
So today is what, November 4th.
Or
Our anniversary is December 6th, so we have
December 5th.
5th, no.
Six.
The 6th is the event, the 5th is the official date.
Yes.
But the 6th, because we,
Oh.
on a Friday night, nobody's gonna come to it.
Yeah, so, no, the anniversary, the celebration is on the 6th, 100%.
November 5th to December 6th, we have just 1 month to advertise it, to, I don't know if we need more sponsors, but to get whatever money we need, get sponsors in 1 month. And then get the kids to volunteer. Give them a month, so
Did you send Isle an email telling her the details that you need for that
I'll
event?
do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that way we could get Soto on board.
Tomorrow there'll be motions you guys make as a
Yeah.
committee and vote on,
Right.
and then, then that way we have direction. I'll remember tomorrow.
All right, guys, if there's nothing else, officer or deputy, now it's deputy, it's not officer anymore, deputy Amador.
Really quickly for the elderly affairs. I have Yvonne from the Department of Agriculture. She's the consumer services division person. She came out to one of the bingo when Dottie was the chair and gave a very small presentation a few years ago. She has a very good fraud presentation that she wants to give targeting the elderly. And I don't know what to tell her of
problem with
bringing it over.
Right,
of
in the
how to-
bingo, you really can't, because in the bingo.
It's too active, yeah, too much.
We only have 2 hours, 3, play bingo, get them in, and get them. Cause our time is limited. If she had a longer thing, we can set up like one of those meetings that we have here, and then they come over and they.
Special
Something like that.
She has something, she can
You know
set it
how-
up for whatever the audience and time. So she
No,
can
but-
do a 5 minute or an hour, she has,
But the best thing is for you, is for her to come in and set it up and have a date, and they do it at the council.
You mean like as a standalone lecture?
Yes, a standalone lecture, cause then they can do Q and A, and get involved, and they love to ask questions. Well, you don't have to provide any kind of donors, they have to provide something, and now they're not gonna come. But
Yeah, as long as there's free food.
as long as
they'll-
there's food, they will come, but,
Patelitos.
and stuff like that, but that's the best way, because if she has information,
yeah.
they're seniors, and they do ask all these questions, and. Yep,
I did it with Joe and he wasn't happy with me from Citizens Prime One.
you see?
Because he came in
You
all the way
can't.
from Kendall or whatever, I think it's Palmetto Bay. And he was only afforded 20 minutes and I had people screaming at me throwing.
You
Yeah,
can't.
20 minutes is too much, you take away from their bingo.
You don't have time for
My
all
car
those things,
seat, yeah.
and our people get rowdy.
During the bingos.
Yeah, they get rowdy, they do.
What's your price?
They want they wanna play, they wanna eat, they wanna go on.
Hey, well, I am.
I am.
It is what it is.
Have you guys seen this new bingo with like a rate?
Oh, yeah.
Bingo?
Party.
Party rate?
Little party, little party.
Yeah.
No, but they like literally other DJ and they're.
Well, our guy that reads it is the young man, and he's great, and then now we have a board on the wall that says the numbers, oh yeah, it's on.
Sometimes.
So that's, if the information you give my students needed, then I think that your best thing is to come to wellness and set up a date and have her come and speak.
She's aware.
Or she can send me you
There, send her,
send me availability and then I'll coordinate it with.
any date that she has available, we'll just put it in and they'll come.
Okay,
They'll
I'll
come.
send you the information.
And we'll do it here in council chambers.
That's the best.
Or if we can carry people, we get closer, they give me an address.
Yeah.
Where you have to go, because I may try to go, but I'm like,
Will do.
I've been to the Port of Everglades, to get to Port of Everglades, it's not as. easy.
Yeah, it sounds like she needs to give us
Yeah,
very specific detail.
Yeah. You gotta present your ID, you gotta where you're going, it's not like one of the warehouse.
I think that by end of week, I'll have an answer on installation date.
All right, guys, well,
Thank you.
unless anybody has anything else, we'll stand and
I
adjourn.
think this was a very, I like this kind of.
Yeah, this is better than the item.
And we're not having to worry about passing mics around, this is,
And it's not as freezing.
this was Kyle's idea, it was a great idea,
Oh,
so you can thank.
Good idea.
Kyle.
Thank you so much, Kyle. You're only like.
All right, guys, have a great.